At first, I'm very sorry, but I don't speak Spanish nor Italian, so I will speak in English. If you want, I can speak in Russian too, but what is the. Yeah. No. Rupestre. Okay. Firstly, few words. It's my country, it's Bulgaria, because most of the rupestric or rock cut caves are located in the karstic areas. I would like to say that 22.7% of the territory of Bulgaria is covered by carbonatic rocks. And up to date, we have explored and having a cadastre to 600 to 150 caves, including the rupestrian and rock-cut caves, which number till now is about 1,000, maybe more. So for me, it's not so easy to speak about all of them, so I prefer to give a general overview of the most important areas in Bulgaria and some of the most important cave monasteries and churches. Yeah. Firstly, I would like to introduce for all of you something very important, because most of the people who present here have not imagined about the rock cut, the use of the rock cut structures. That's why, in brief, I would like to give you some information based on the experience of Bulgarian land. The rock cave monasteries in our country is built in basic rocks complexes in various combinations, consisting of illuminated or illuminated church and adjustment dining rooms, cells for different purposes: residential, cultural, schools, scriptures. Rock cave churches. In the rock church architecture, this forms carved spaces in which religious rituals are carried out. Complexes of monastic cells. The mass of cells from nearby cells located in the rock's mass of area, each of which was typological characteristics or a rock cell. Cells. These are chambers with carved beds, benches, doors, windows, small icons or other objects, and cave tombs or necropolis. These are chambers carved in the rocks for the burial of the dead. But in our case, we will not speak about the last one. It's very different. We have enough. Firstly, I would like to say that the most of the rock-cut monasteries and churches are in the north part of Bulgaria. Sorry. Where is the It's close to Romanian border. This is the Danube plain, and this is Romania, and this is the Danube in the north part of Bulgaria. In the east part, it's a Black Sea, and the border with Bulgarian-Serbian border. So we will start from east to west, and this is the early Byzantine cave monasteries colony in the area of South River. In this picture, they are in green color. So you can see one big complex of complexes, which are dated from 10th to 11th century. And the first one, I can tell you a lot of information, but I am not sure that we have enough time. So if you want, I can read Gheor Evleri. It's from Balik village, which are dated from 5th to 6th century. Speaking about this, it's located on the right bank of the, close to the Balik fortress. This is a Byzantine castle from 4th to 5th century, and this is the biggest Byzantine monastery in Bulgaria, as I say, dated from 5th to 6th century. It has 3 levels and includes a church, a chapel, abbot's robin, and large rock-cut rooms. The central church, Catholicon, is cut nearly with a square nose, a length 3.10 meters and height 1.9 meters. And the eastern wall, there is 3-part altar. The church was a square narthex near which there is a chapel with rectangular apse. Another Cenobitic but not completely compactly built monastery is the cave monastery Asar Evleri. It was the previous, yes. Please, one before. Yeah? Sorry. Asar Evleri and Tarapanathan Monastery, which consists of 4 rooms in 2 floors, and it's carved during 5th and 6th century. The next one in this group of monasteries is Asar Evleri, from 5th to 6th century. So you can see the plan of the monastery. And sorry, these three photos is not from the same place. You can see it later, but you can take imagine about the infrastructure of the most of these monasteries in that area. The next one is Haidushkite Kashti. It means in translation, the houses of the Haiduts. It's 4th, 6th century. And this is also, as the previous one, close to the old Byzantine fortress from 4th to 6th century. And this includes church and two cells placed in two levels. And you can find there drawings and graffiti that have been used about in the 10th century. The next complex is a colony of early medieval monasteries along the Kanagyo River. This picture in red color. A few words about this basic characteristic of this area. And as the author of the study of this area, this is famous for us Bulgarian professor Atanasov, George Atanasov. You can find it in the bibliography if some of you are interested. This is the biggest documented colony of cave monasteries dated by the time of First Bulgarian Kingdom and generally in the medieval Bulgarian Balkans from 10th century. This colony, in red one, includes about 50 cave clusters, monasteries, churches, cells, hermits' caves, and cave colonies, mainly grouped around the few medieval fortress, as before. Skala, Tsarasen, Alfatar, Ruino, and so on. So some of them, and after we jump, sorry, to the next Alaja Rock Cut Monastery. This is close to Varna in the Black Sea shore. And the monastery is built in the cliff of the walls, which height is about 25 meters. And the complex includes two small nearby catacombs also, dedicated to the Holy Trinity, and was active Hesychast monastic community from the Second Bulgarian Empire since 12th century. Now you can see the reconstruction of the monastery. And the next stop is in the vicinity of Varna, close to the Provadia place. And this is a lot of monasteries which are dated from 12th to 13th century. And this one is so-called Shashkun monastery. And the monastery reserved all Georgian inscriptions. It's very interesting, which are studied from one archaeologist from Varna, Aram Margus. Some of them are presented with 12 apostles. And near this village is the famous Kara cave. Kara cave is the next name of Kara cave. Kara cave, it means black cave. Kara is Turkish word, but it has another name, the 40 rooms, 40 rooms. And the Kara cave is dated from the 13th century. And in the same area near Provedia, this is the Royak monasteries from 13th to 14th century. And in the same area, this is a fragment of Royak monasteries. You can find some pictures in this site, Terra Byzantica. This is a general view of the same rock-cut complexes. And after we jump to the Khitan monasteries from 4th to 6th century, with the infrastructure of some of them. And maybe one of the very interesting monastery is the Krepcha from 10th century, and maybe because this is the first exploration of Krepcha. I forgot to say that, but that the exploration of the cave monasteries in Bulgaria started in the end of 19th century. So, and the first big book from some of the monasteries, which I will show you later, it's from 1915. And this is the first plant belonged to one Czech explorer who, after the liberation of Bulgaria of Turkish, came to Bulgaria and started the exploration of the caves together with the Ruprestrian caves. This is the first plan of the Krepcha monastery. And this is inside the monastery. And it's famous because here you can find these inscriptions from 1913. This is the only inscriptions from this time from the cave monasteries of Bulgaria in Cyrillic. And the next complex close to this area, north part of Bulgaria, is Nevsha rock monasteries. Maybe I forgot. Yes, Nevşehir. And the next big complex of monasteries is located in the so-called Shumen Plateau. This is the Kostadinov Monastery, the largest and best preserved monastery in this area, carved on the cliff maybe 8 to 10 meters high. And we can see the altar here, a fragment of frescoes, and many niches and so on. This is inside. And nowadays you can see a lot of believers go there and put different icons there. And this is the oldest plan of the monastery. Direkliata is another very interesting monastery in that place. And later we go to Troitsky monastery, or in the same area. Maybe one of the most interesting, I have shown this picture before. You can imagine about the infrastructure of the monastery. The next one is the area, this is the inn, also the same one. Another picture, it's very picturesque place. And the Divdyadovsky Monastery. And maybe the most interesting in a cultural point of view is the famous Ivanovo Rock Monastery, which is under the list of cultural heritage of UNESCO. Maybe all of you knows. And this is rocks where you can find a lot of churches and artificial caves carved on the rock. But the most interesting and picturesque is the monastery, Holy Trinity, as I remember. Yeah, Holy Virgin, sorry. Holy Virgin. And it's better to visit. And you have, somebody of you will have the chance to see it next year, because Bulgaria and my society, Bulgarian Caving Society, is a host of the third international Congress of Artificial Cavities. So we will have a special excursion to visit this famous place. And this is another church in the same area with and the rock monastery Saint Dmitry Beserbosky. This is from 7th century. This is the only active monastery in modern territory of Bulgaria. So it's still active. It's from, as I say, from 7th, it's from 13th century. This is a picture from Dmitry. This is only included in the excursions in Ivanovo. Inside. And Torlashki Monastery is in the same area. It's from outside to inside. One picture, the opposite. And big Nisovo Monastery, Saint Constantine and Helen from 11th century. It consists a church and many cells with rectangular shapes, and you can see some icons there also. And this is a big monastery of Nisovo, and this is a plan of the monastery. As I say, it's published in the book of Brother Hermann and Karol Skorpił in 1915. And this is close to Nikopol. Nikopol city is in the bank of Danube River. And this is the only church which are in this position in the northwest part of Bulgaria. It's from 13 and 3 of the 4th century. And after we go to the last point in this Danube plain, geographically, in the western monastery is Albutin monastery. This is some picture from the monastery. And this is close to Bulgarian capital Sofia. This is the only one little rock-cut church, Bozhenishki Urvich, from 5th to 6th century. And for some interesting churches, only 3. In the southern part of Bulgaria, in the territory of the Rhodop Mountains, and maybe one of the most interesting of them are this one, because you will see now, because this is the plan, and this is the only church in this type as a cross. I have seen such but necropolis in Efrat River, but this is not necropolis, this is a church. So and this is the steps which goes down to the real church, in the entrance. And the next one is the Matuchino village from the 10th century. And this is inside. My photo is not so good, I'm sorry. And the last one, which I would like to show you, this is the church Raskopki. It means excavations in Woden. It's very interesting because this church is under one church which was destroyed in the past. So I am not the archaeologist, but as I know from the excavations, this is the secondary church. At first they built the first one, and after they dig this underground. So, and this is combination with how to say rock cut works together with a building of bricks, bricks and arcs. So we have not the same church as this. So it's thank you.